So it looks like the OM-5 has been officially discontinued in Japan. Yep, that's right. The camera I've personally used and loved for the past year might just be on its way out. And I think I know why. Hi everybody and welcome back to a new video. I'm Jimmy, a hobby enthusiast photographer based in Sweden. And today's video is going to be a little bit of news, a little bit of speculations, and a whole lot of Micro Four Thirds talk. So according to sources like 43 Rumors and 43 Addict, the OM-5 has been removed from official listings in Japan. Retailers like Map Camera have stopped carrying it, and although you can still find the camera in stores in Europe and US, the clock might be ticking. And here's the kicker. It might actually not have anything to do with sales, and everything to do with USB-C. As of 2024, in Europe, it's a requirement for new tech to have USB-C. Hej Svante. Including cameras. Under EU legislation, any new released electronic device that charges via cable must use USB-C. This law is meant to standardize charging, reduce electronic waste, and simplify life for consumers. And since the OM-5 still uses the older micro USB port, it no longer meets the updated requirements for new sales moving forward. And this is probably both bad news and good news. The bad news is, once all the stock is gone, you won't be able to buy the OM-5 any longer. And the good news, well, we'll probably start seeing discounts and campaigns for the OM-5 with lower prices, as retailers try to clear out their current inventory. And that could be a sign of something new. Maybe a OM-5 Mark II. Hej Svante igen. So let's talk about the elephant in the room, a possible OM-5 Mark II. With the original OM-5 being non-compliant with EU's new regulation, it would make a lot of sense for OM system to release a slightly updated version, basically the same camera but with USB-C and maybe a few tweaks under the hood. This could be a similar strategy we've seen from other brands. Update the port, maybe improve the menus, tweak the firmware, and release it as a Mark II. Some rumors online even hint about a release window around summer 2025. That's now, pretty much. But nothing official yet. But the timing does make sense, especially with how suddenly the OM-5 disappeared from Japanese retailers. So what could we expect from a OM-5 Mark II? USB-C is, well, pretty much guaranteed. But let's go a little bit deeper. Many OM system users have been extremely vocal about what they would love to see in a new Mark II. At the top of the wish list, aside of USB-C and a better menu, is probably better autofocus performance. Something that's been a sticking point for many photographers, especially those shooting wildlife or fast-moving subjects. The OM-5's current system is decent, but it's definitely a step behind what we see in the current OM-1, OM-1 Mark II, and even the EM-1 Mark III, I believe. And let's just go into the menu a little bit. Personally, I don't have too much issues with the menu. I agree with that it's old and it's a little bit clunky to work in, but once you set everything up, it's completely fine. But I know a lot of people have wished for the new menu system that got introduced in the OM-1. And to be fair, that wish for a OM-5 Mark II makes completely sense. A Mark II version could finally bring that new menu system into a more affordable body. People are also hoping for better video specs. Maybe 4K at 60 frames per second, or even 10-bit internal recording. But whether OM system will go that far in a mid-range body is still a big question mark. And lastly, there's the dreamers that really hope for a new sensor introduced in the Mark II, which brings us to the next in the wish list. There's some people hoping, or maybe dreaming, that an OM-5 Mark II could include a BSI stacked sensor, like the one found in the OM-1 Mark II, or even the newer one, OM system OM-3, both of which have set a new standard for Micro Four Thirds performance. Now, these sensors are no joke. They allow for incredibly fast readout speeds, better electronic shutter performance, and are a big reason why autofocus is so fast and reliable on those cameras. But personally, I think it's highly unlikely we will see such an upgrade in a mid-range body like the OM-5 Mark II, unless OM system really wants to shake things up. More likely is a refined version of the current sensor, maybe with faster processing and autofocus, but without the full stacked architecture. Still, it's very fun to speculate. One more thing to consider though is price. Adding a BSI stacked sensor or improving just the key specs could push the OM-5 Mark II into a higher price range, and it could end up being too close to the OM-1 and the OM-3. It might be a tougher sell. So OM system has to walk a fine line between meaningful upgrades and keeping the camera affordable for the audience it's aimed at. But I also want to take a moment to appreciate what a BSI stacked sensor could bring to the table if it were introduced into a OM-5 Mark II. For starters, video performance could see a massive boost. Faster readout speeds means less rolling shutter, which is a big deal for handheld footage or fast movements. It also opens the door for more advanced video features like higher frame rate and cleaner internal 10-bit recording. And let's not forget about autofocus reliability. That's the word. With more data being processed faster, subject tracking, especially for faces, eyes, and moving subjects, gets a lot more dependable. That's a huge win for hybrid shooters and anyone doing vlogging, travel films, or even event works. They make the camera feel more snappier, smarter, and more versatile in real-world applications. Honestly though, I really love my OM-5. If you've been on this channel for more than a few days, you know how much I love my OM-5. It's so compact and lightweight, and on top of that it's weather sealed, and it has more features than most people will ever need. And for the kind of photography I do, street, travel and documentary, it's been an amazing camera. Sure, I mean, it's not perfect. The micro USB port feels ancient. And yeah, the autofocus could be better, but it's a camera that lets me focus on the moment. And that counts for a lot. If a Mark II comes out, I'm really excited to see what they decided to improve. But I also hope they don't overcomplicate things or make it too expensive. There is a sweet spot with the OM-5 that just works, and I would hate to see that disappear for a push in specs. Let me know what you think. Would you buy a OM-5 Mark II? What would you want to see in it? Drop a comment down below. I really want to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and consider subscribing. I appreciate it so much. But until next time, have a good day or evening whenever you're watching this. Out!